Welcome to another DFS edition here on on Fantasy Focus when we're talking about our Monkey Night Fight picks for week 1 of the NFL season. I'm Derek Tate alongside Ryan Levy and Matt Bucks as we're going to be breaking down our DFS picks for the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Derek Tate alongside Ryan Levy and Matt Bucks. I think I already said that just so you get it one more time.
Yeah, you did.
First time. Second time, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody, go to monkeyknifefight.com, create an account, use the promo code FOCUS to get $50
Yeah.
down. I'm a little right now. Sorry, I'm just juiced up for the opening weekend of the NFL.
That was a teleprompter mistake, so you got to fire your producer there, pal.
Yeah, it's really bad. My bad.
We'll read whatever they put up there.
So last season, we saw the Dallas Cowboys and the Rams face off on December 15th, and the Dallas Cowboys just absolutely put it on the Los Angeles Rams, 44-21. The Cowboys, they did whatever they wanted against that defense of LA. But we're looking at this season, brand new slate, week 1. Both of these teams have playoff hopes and aspirations, and even Super Bowl aspirations, really. So we're going to take a look at the Monkey Night Fight over-unders, couple of contests here, and we're going to start with a little rapid fire there, Mr. Levy. We got
my favorite.
Yeah, you got to choose. Pick 3 out of 3. You get 4 times your buy-in if we hit on all of these. Passing yardage, it is Jared Goff versus Dak Prescott, of course. Prescott's actually getting 1.5 yards. How do you see that playing out? I mean, Goff actually considerably outthrew him last year, 284-212 because of the blowout nature that this game was. And Goff did a lot of his damage in the second half, but that is something we have to take into account.
Yeah, for me, I just see Zeke getting like 30 carries in this game, 30 touches, maybe 25 carries, but I'm going to lean Goff again here. So I almost want to go the triple stack of the Rams here. It seems kind of easy.
Bucky?
Triple Ram stack for me. I want triple Ram stack. Prescott, they're going to play a more balanced game. I know he's got all the toys, but they're still going to lean on that line in that running game. And as efficient as I think Dak Prescott is this season and in this game in particular, I don't think there's a need for him to go out there and have a duel against Jared Goff and throw for 340 yards. I have a pretty good feeling, though, that the Rams are going to need to throw the football, and they're going to throw it a lot. And Goff's going to be chucking it around, so I like Goff here. I think it's pretty standard. The next matchup here, Gallup and Woods. How is Bob Woods getting half of receiving yards here?
Travesty.
This is a Bob Woods game.
I mean,
Rude boy Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Look what happened last year. I mean, Michael Gallup caught 1 pass for 6 yards, and Amari Cooper, who's going to be facing off against Jalen Ramsey, caught 1 pass for 19 yards. Now, again, I know that the Dallas Cowboys had a huge lead, but I think that they're going to be throwing from behind or throwing a lot there in LA in this game as well, and they're going to be playing from behind. That's my guess. Cooper Kupp had 6 for 41 in a tutty, and Robert Woods had 4 for 17. So, I mean, it wasn't a huge advantage, but I do think that Robert Woods is going to outgain Michael Gallup, and I think that we're going to see more receptions from Cooper Kupp, who's not going to be facing off against an all-pro corner in Jalen Ramsey. So I think this is pretty easy. It's a Rams stack, boys.
I love it. I actually have a lot of shares of Kupp and Woods this year because I feel like in PPR formats, they were falling to like the 4th round. So if you went running back stack heavy in your season-long leagues or dynasty leagues, whatever you're doing, I feel like Woods and Kupp are guys that probably ended up on your team for sure.
Yeah, no, sorry, Levy, do you have your, you want to share your screen? Because mine's having a little.
Press that new game button up there in the middle of your screen, brother.
No, gotcha. All right. So navigation issues on the air. I keep having issues. Again, I got to fire my producer.
It's at the bottom.
I got to fire my damn producer here. This is getting rough.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm getting dizzy watching you do this.
Sorry about that. So what's the next game, Levy, that you like for this contest?
This is like watching a toddler operate a machine.
There was a little bit of panic in my face, and it's all recorded.
You're turning red.
All right, let's get our touchdown dance in.
Little touchdown dance. Okay, perfect. So again, how this one works is Levy educating me again on how to bet and how to play. And really, guys, this is an educational process here on Fantasy Focused. This contest in particular, you got to pick 3 players, all non-quarterbacks, to score as many touchdowns as possible. But you do have to wager a specific amount, or at least try to hit a specific goal. So you get 2.5. If you hit 3 touchdowns total between the 3 players you pick, and you can go 1.5 times your buy-in. You can get 5 times your buy-in if they score 4 or more touchdowns, and 15 times the buy-in if it's 5 or more scores between these 3 players. So, but you do have to pick which one. It's not just, you get it. It's a one-pick-all contest. So, all right. Levy.
Zeke number 1 for sure for me. I think Zeke finds the end zone in week 1, no doubt about it. I mean, he's like number 3 on my fantasy player board for on any given week. So Zeke is an easy choice for me.
Okay. Bucky?
Yeah, I'm going Zeke there. Second, I'm going to actually say Tyler Higbee.
Okay.
Ooh, I love this.
I think Higgs is going to be a big player in the red zone.
Higbee was great last year. I mean, they didn't have a prop bet for him quite yet, but 12 receptions, 111 yards for the former East Lake High School product. I mean, this was part of his little mini breakout during that 5-game stretch to finish the 2019 season. So I like that with Tyler Higbee. Another guy, the only problem is the Cowboys have such a clear pecking order when inside the goal-to-go situations. For Zeke, Higbee's a nice option in the red zone, but so is another. I mean, and do you guys trust any of the Rams running backs?
I want to see it first. I'm an Akers guy, but I actually think Malcolm Brown's probably going to find the end zone, but I'm certainly not putting money on it. I'd rather go with Cooper Kupp. Honestly, that's my guy.
Me too. I believe that Cooper Kupp is probably one of the most heavily targeted wide receivers inside the red zone. Sean McVay loves to dial up looks for your boy Cooper Kupp in the red zone. So I agree with that. The 3 players that I would go with would be Zeke. I think Zeke scores twice.
Right.
Zeke finds the end zone twice, and then I just need 2 touchdowns between Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee, which I think they both have a chance to find pay dirt. So,
I don't see Cam Akers in here, which is odd.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Wow.
With that in mind, like
we got to get Cam in.
Even if he was in there, I need to see how the touches shake out with the Rams.
Yep. I'm with you on that.
Levy, I'm going to be honest with you. This one I would be fading. I mean, if you like this stack with Zeke could score 2 or 3 on his own. So I don't think there's anything wrong with playing it. I would probably stay away from the touchdown dance though, because it's very tough to predict.
Right.
Receiver scoring on a regular basis. Kupp is probably the safest one to me.
Yeah, I just think if you're going to play this contest this week for this specific matchup, I would do the 1.5x your buy-in, so they only have to score 3 touchdowns between the 3 of them. It's just a safer play. If we're banking on Zeke to score 2, that means we only need 1 more touchdown between Kupp and Higbee. So that's what I would do if you were going to play that specific contest. But let's do a.
Can I do a reception collection?
Sure.
Because I believe that this is probably the better. Okay. Play if you're having to pick 3 pass catchers in this group of players. So I want to go with Bob Woods. Bob Woods is a high volume player in the passing game, a ton of targets, even though he doesn't find the end zone quite a bit. He only scored 2 receiving touchdowns last year, but his reception total is incredibly high. Same thing as Cooper Kupp. If you want to go with either Cooper Kupp or Tyler Higbee, I'm 100% okay with that as well. It's just that we have to pick a Dallas Cowboy. So who do you guys think would be the Cowboy receiver to own? Because again, Gallup and Cooper only caught 1 pass each last week, but the reception total that we need to hit is 18 receptions. I think that Cooper Kupp and Bob Woods can hit that damn near on their own. Same thing with Higbee. But then also if you get 20 receptions between the 3 players, you get 3 times your buy-in. And if they catch 22 passes, you get 5 times your buy-in. So again, I feel confident that you're going to get about 15, 16 between either Woods and Kupp or Woods and Higbee.
I like CeeDee Lamb.
I was going to say, I'm not taking Gallup or Cooper. For me, it's either you go with the quote safe play with Zeke and only do the 2x your buy-in here for this. I think Zeke catches 4 balls, but I think the upside is kind of there for CeeDee Lamb to catch 5 passes.
I think it is there. I think it is too. I just
How about Blake Jarwin? What a sleeper.
no,
Nah.
no thanks.
I can see Blakey getting in there, pal.
To hell with Blake. No,
Look, if you're doing reception collection for this game, there's no way you can do the 22.5 catches. I just don't think it's possible with any trio here, since you can't use the same team. Now,
honestly, I would probably go with Zeke. I would probably go with Zeke to catch 3 passes. If I would go in as far as the contest that I would play, I would just play this one. I would go with the one where you just need 18 receptions to get double your buy-in. I'd feel like that'd be just fine. In other weeks, the Rams are a team that I'm going to constantly play this reception collection contest on like every week of the season, because I love the fact that Bob Woods is just going to be a PPR machine this year.
Right. Okay. So let's do the big money though. Give the people what they want. The 30.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Again, sorry guys. I'm still getting used to the interface. All right, I found it pretty painlessly this time. So 30 times your buy-in. You got to pick 6 of 6 correctly. So let's run them down. Jared Goff, more or less than 286.5 passing yards.
Can we start at the other end and go more on 5.5 receptions on Cup? I just got to knock that off real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
And Bob Woods.
And Bob,
yeah.
Both of them 100. I'm down with both of them. Even though the game last year, if we're taking last year as a sample size, it wouldn't have fared well. But in this game, I believe they're going to get both of these guys heavily involved. So 84.5 rushing yards for Zeke. I don't know about you guys. I'm smashing more on this.
Yeah, Team Zeke.
Yep.
I mean, they had 2 players rush for over 100 yards last season against this Rams defense. I think they're going to be able to push this defensive unit around, minus Aaron Donald. Michael Gallup, 68.5 receiving yards.
I'm going less.
Less. I mean, even if he has a better game than 1 catch for 6 yards, I don't think he gets to 68 with all of the other options that predominantly the Cowboys running the football. Guys, Dak Prescott, 285.5 passing yards. More or less?
Less for me too. Dude, I really like how this is shaking up here. I'm playing this myself.
I will ask you guys though, when it comes to Goff, if we're saying that Bob Woods and Cooper Kupp are both going to catch 6 or more passes, I mean, 6 is, 5.5 reception. 6 receptions is not exactly easy for 2 players to catch in a week. I do think it happens. That's why I said go with the more, but the passing yardage total, what do you guys have on 286.5? That's pretty high, but I think they're going to be playing from behind.
Over. More.
See, I've got less on this. I'm just not a big Goff guy. Like I think Woods and Kupp are big PPR options, and I like Higbee too, but I just don't see Goff having these like gaudy fantasy games.
I mean, he threw for, let's put it this way. Last year, it was a blowout. They were down by 21 at halftime, and he threw the ball 51 times, and he still failed to get to what, 286? He only threw for 284 yards. But if they're going to be playing from behind, 286 is attainable.
Hit the less button. Go with your heart.
Let's go with less. Yep, I'm going to go with Buck.
All right, I just fired it in there myself.
I'm blessed to be less.
Oof, yes. $5 gets you 150. That's a great ROI.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident in these picks. The only thing, if I were going to shake it up, I would probably go more on Jared Goff, or I would go less on Cooper Kupp on receptions. That's how I would shake it up. So, well, that'll do it for this episode of our Monkey Knife Fight DFS picks for the NFL season. Week 1 action. And if you have not yet done so, please hit the subscribe button, because we're going to be coming at you with fantasy football content for the entire 2020 NFL season. And again, if you have not yet checked out monkeyknifefight.com and you want to make a little bit of money with us over here at Fantasy Focus, go to monkeyknifefight.com, create an account, use the promo code FOCUSED when you make your first deposit of $50 or more, and Monkey Knife Fight will match it. And until next time, everybody, later, says the Tater.
See ya.
See ya.